Hi everyone, it's Lynette with Charm Grammy Crochet. Today is April 15th. It is not tax day any longer, but it would have been if it wasn't for the coronavirus. And today is Charm Chatter number 44. Today was a jammy day. It wasn't set out to be a jammy day. I did get clothes out to get dressed and it just never happened. So then it got to be like dinner time and we ate and I took a shower and put jammies back on. So, sorry for the jammies. But I'm like, well, I'm not going to get dressed now. And I am wearing my shawl from Mama Swift from our yarn swap. I love it. I wear it all the time. I even wore it on Easter. I specifically dressed so that I could wear it on Easter. I mean, dressed in clothes so that I could wear it on, you know, that wouldn't match. Let's see. So, excuse me, how's everybody doing? You handling the coronavirus lock-in very well for those of us that are locked in? And for those that are first responders and essential workers, thank you so much. We all appreciate it. I know it's got to be a struggle. And I'm sorry for that for you, but I'm very grateful. Let's see. This is my yarn room. We're gonna be in the yarn room today. As I said, this is Charm Chatter number 44. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Hit the like button if you like the video. Share. I appreciate that. Comments are welcome, encouraged. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for returning. Thanks for watching, sharing, liking, commenting. I appreciate all of that. This month marks, I never even told you guys this, but this month marks 1 year that I'm on YouTube. I can't believe it's been a year. The end of the month, I got like a couple more weeks till my potiversary. So we're going to do something for that. I'm not quite sure what exactly yet because of the corona. But that'll be upcoming. Excuse me. So today, let's see, what are we going to talk about? I haven't been doing much besides crocheting. I did do laundry today. That was a big to-do. Woo-hoo. Not really. But I did do it. And let's see, I have nothing finished since my last video, but I do have some whips. This one is almost finished. This one, I'm telling you, you guys have to do this because it's fabulous and fast. And it would be done, other than it's not for me, and so I need a fitting. I used Caron Cotton Cakes. This is the Nestled Blue colorway. This is about a size medium top. The pattern is from Darla at the Crafty Yarn Owl in her collaboration make-along thing that she did with the others. And this top, I believe she called Easy One Piece Summer Breeze Ladies Crochet Top. Yeah, I got the right name for the right top. So this is this. And I'm telling you, this is the easiest top to make. So I used the Caron Cotton Cake. I had made myself a top in this, not in this pattern, but in this yarn. And I used 2+ skeins for myself. This is what's left of one skein after the top for them. Now this is like a size medium and it'll be form-fitting. Excuse me. So Amanda and Chloe both are size medium, but Amanda's got a bigger bust. So I went between the bust sizes, and I figured for Amanda, she'll probably definitely need to wear a tank underneath. Chloe probably won't need to wear a tank. Well, maybe there's holes in it, so Amanda will have to wear a tank underneath. Chloe will want to wear a tank underneath. But the yarn is very stretchy, so I figured it'll stretch out for Amanda and not have to stretch out for Chloe. So it would be done, other than I've only done one armhole, and I did crochet a single crochet around the edge of the armhole. Not that you need to, I just felt like I wanted to mainly because I wanted to be able to reinforce at the seam better, you know. So, but I didn't cut the yarn and do the other side because I haven't fitted this to either of them. And I want to make sure that the armhole is the right size. And then when I think Darla said to just whip stitch it together, but I didn't do that. It's the only, you know, thing that I changed on the pattern is that I continued with the V-stitch. So hopefully when it's on them and stretched out a little bit, you know, because it's on them, it'll just look like more V-stitches in there. And the way that I did that, because when you hold it this way, you can see like there's like a little bit of a ridge, but I don't think it'll be that way when it's on you. I think it'll be, you know, I mean, it's folded now, so it makes sense that you'd have a ridge, probably, you know, like a fold line. But, so what I did was I continued the V-stitch. So like in this stitch of the V, I came in here and did I would do a double crochet, and then I would do the chain 1 into the other side, and then come back to the first side and do the other double crochet. Then I would go into this, do the first double crochet, come back into here, grab this piece of the, you know, other side, do your single crochet around that, and come back in and finish your V-stitch in this same stitch over here. And I did that all the way up the armhole to where I wanted to end, and then I did the single crochet and came back so I could knot it here, and, you know, give it a little extra strength to like redouble crochet around there. And so I'm hoping that when they put it on, this will just kind of flatten out. I mean, it looks like it should, and you won't even see it at all, and it'll be like a blind seam. So I was kind of really thinking that's a cool way to do it, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully just a single crochet around is strong enough to do that. Being that they're little skinny minis, this is less than 1 cake of this yarn. If it's not long enough, I can add a little bit, you know, a little bit of a border at the bottom. The pattern doesn't call for it, and I don't really think it needs it, other than if I need to add length to it. But I shouldn't, because I measured, which I never do, so we'll see. I'm not very good at making things fit without measuring, so I measured. And let's see how that works for me. Hopefully using a measurement will make it fit better. I don't know. I did measure for the top that I made Chloe, that ended up being Amanda's, the sweater that's like the first real garment, you know, fittable garment I ever made. And I don't know why it didn't fit right. I don't know what I did wrong. But I wrapped this up in here. And I did use a 6mm hook. I believe that's what the pattern called for too. I was real excited about that. Then I started making, excuse me, let's see, the Easy Cardigan Lacy Hexagon, I think was what she called it, from Craving Crochet, the one that she did with Darla's. This is her pattern. It's a Hexagon. I am using Lion Brand Comfy Cotton. And this colorway is, oops, I didn't bring it up. Driftwood, I think, maybe. I started it with Flicka, and I had originally was going to make something else, and I didn't like what it was turning out. I don't remember even what I was going to make, but I didn't like the way the yarn was working up with that pattern. And so I went to, I'm like, I'm going to make something out of this. And anyway, this Hexagon cardi came up, Lacy Hexy cardi, and this is what it's looking like so far. I have, I don't know, maybe 2 flickas in here. I don't know, because I ripped out something else and I made a couple of cakes of yarn out of it. And so I don't know. I think I had, I don't remember. I don't remember how much yarn I frogged out of something else. I had maybe 3 or 4 cakes of, 4 or 5 maybe, I don't know. But this is how it's turning out, and it also is working up very quickly, and I am using, I'm shedding everywhere. I'm using a 6mm hook with this as well. This is in the yarn basket Roy made me. Well, actually, it's not what he was making it for, but that's the way it is. So that is, I'll link both of those patterns below. I'm going to love that. That's working out really good, and I have a lot of that yarn. So I'm going to, my plan is, I think I want to do like a 3/4 in length sleeve. Maybe not even that long. Oh, darn, there goes my basket. Yeah, maybe like to here, just a, but I'm going to make the sleeve bigger. So I don't know how big I'm actually going to make the cardigan, because I don't want the sleeves to be real long, but I do want the length of the cardigan to be really long. I like duster length stuff, but I'm not, I want it longer than waist length, for sure. Maybe hip length. So I think that when I get the sleeves to the length that I want them, and I want them to be like angel-y, but I don't want them real long because then they get into everything. So I just want them to be like maybe here length, so that if I'm at the camper washing dishes, they're not going to be in the sink. That's what I'm thinking. But I want the body of it to be longer. But when you put this together, I'm pretty sure I should be able to very easily crochet length to it, because it's just, you know, the fishnet look. So I think I could do that. Then, now I'm also working on, oh goodness. And just so you know, I'm using a 4.5mm hook for this. I have 3 skeins in this color of this Summer Nights. What is the color? I'm trying to find the color. Oh, there it is. Passion Fruit. Now, in the skein, I think this is just wonderful for summer. It's bright and cheery and sparkly because Summer Nights is loaded with this tinsel strand through there. And I totally love the look of it in the skein. I have a lot of this yarn. Now, mind you, this is a 1 super fine. And I got gutsy and thought I would try to make something out of it. And I wanted to make a beach cover-up. And I want it to be long, like duster length. But lightweight and sparkly. So this is perfect. I have no idea how much I'm going to need, because I'm a rather rotund woman. And I want it to be long. And I'm short. So I don't need a lot of length, but I need a lot on the width. And this says that 1 ball will make a scarf. So I'm hoping 3 balls will be big enough for me to make a duster length. And so I found a pattern that I really liked, and it was using like granny squares. And I started on it. And it was so busy because the yarn is so much. It's just, when you start working with it, it just gets to be a very busy look to it. And I'm like, oh no, I can't. That's just way too much. So I ripped that out. And then I found another cover up that I really liked. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll do this. And I started it, and I'm like, still way too much. Plus, it was having me work with a 6mm hook, and they were using a 1 super fine yarn, and they said 6, maybe she didn't mean millimeter. I don't know. Like this hook says, oh, it just says 6 millimeter, but I know sometimes they have a number that's not millimeters. Maybe that was what it was. I don't know, but I tried using my 6 millimeter hook, and this yarn, which let me tell you, I have this yarn is 82% acrylic and 18% polyester, and it is. Let me pull a strand here. Super duper fine. Very, very fine. And when I crochet with it, you make like a chain, and you go to the next stitch and your previous chain pretty much disappears. Like you can't even see it. And then you go a couple more stitches and it expands. It doesn't like have any, I heard this term today, stitch memory. It just kind of like puffs out. So it goes from teeny weeny to, you know, big. And so using the 6 millimeter hook, you go back to work your chain, and I can't even tell the V. You can't even see the V. I'm like, and I was struggling. And I did a couple of rows, and I'm like, it looks terrible. So I decided, go smaller. So I went to a smaller hook, and I did a few rows. I went to a 4.5 millimeter hook, and I did a few rows. Now the pattern, which I really do like the pattern. The pattern is called Crochet Summer Vest by Knit Crow Addict. And the yarn, the pattern calls for double crochets. And she did it in a white yarn. Well, I don't have a thin white yarn that I have enough of. But when you do it in double crochets, it's like still really, really busy. Oh, do not pull out on me. I did not put a stitch marker or anything. Still very much. And I was about to give up. I worked on this. I pulled it out 2 times, I think. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just try it with a treble crochet. So I did. And I did several rows with the treble crochet. And that's more the design I'm looking for. Big, not, see the difference? Well, I worked on this double crochet part. It's 12 rows. And I mean, I know you block it and it'll get like bigger and all of that. I mean, I know that. But I worked on this double crochet part. Well, I did several rows of it with the 6 millimeter hook, and it was terrible. So I ripped it out and redid it now with this. And I worked on it probably 2 evenings. And eyes go bug-eyed because it's, you know, that fine, so fine that it makes my eyes go bug-eyed. And I'm like, I'm not ripping it out again. I'm going to try the treble and see if I like it. And if I do, then maybe I'll rip it out. But then I decided, you know what? I'm not ripping any of it out. I'm going to use, I did 12 rows of double crochet. And I'm going to put that part on my shoulders. And then let it, so that it'll be tighter knit around my shoulders. And maybe hold the weight of it a little bit better. So that's what I decided. This part up around the shoulders is going to be, and it's big, but that's okay because it'll give me a little bit of a sleeve, which is fine. I don't think I'm going to sew all that so that it'll just like hang, you know, flowy. So like it'll be probably sewed only, you know, like here, and then the so on the front half, then the first 12 will also be double crochet, and then I'm going to go down to the treble, and I think it'll be okay. I think I'm going to like it like that. And I really do like the pattern, the design for just a beach cover up, and I think I'll like it with this yarn. So that is my 3rd new whip. I will probably see, I know social distancing and all of that, but I will probably still see Chloe over the weekend. You can only social distance from your family for so long. And we have seen. Chloe was here for a while because her and her mom needed to social distance for a while. Moms and teenage girls don't always get along so great. They are very close and very much alike, and sometimes you need a break. So Chloe was here for a bit, and she'll be back probably on Sunday. Her and her mom will probably be here. But we social distance while they're here. But they'll probably come for dinner. And she won't be too distant because I am going to try this darn shirt on them so I know if it fits. And they're really the only people Roy and I have seen up close and personal. Is Chloe and Amanda. We did on Easter, I will say, we did go by the other grandkids and drop off Easter baskets, and we did stay away. You know, they opened their Easter baskets, but we didn't, no close personal contact. It was really hard. But you gotta do what you gotta do, right? But it was good to see them, even if we weren't smooching and hugging. Let's see, that's, I think, all that I have for today's yarn chat. I'm trying to see, did I get all my notes done? We got all the names of the things, 3 projects. That's all I got for you. So stay safe. Wear masks. Apparently that's the new thing. I don't know about being done not social distancing, but I guess the masks are here for a while. So here's one question: if you get over coronavirus, then do you still have to wear a mask? I mean, right? You build up immunities and you're good to go. Like, I'm almost tempted to say, just give me the dang disease and let me get it over with. Because I miss my family. I miss my friends. I'm like kind of willing to. I know it sounds terrible, right? You know, I just really don't want that to happen, but I do miss my family and I miss my friends, and I miss socializing. So I know everybody misses that, and soon it will be over, right? Sure. So you guys have a great rest of your day today. Keep crocheting. Stay sane. Stay safe. See you next time. Bye.